Hey, so what a crazy last couple of days the crypto world has been. You've had the SAFEMOON project with all that excitement. A couple of launches this week of some interesting coins, tokens, reflection tokens, even. Um, the gaming industry, the metaverse, as it's being appropriately called, is exploding. There are going to be a lot more rug pulls like the Squid Game, and we'll try to look at some ways to protect you. I'm working on a common sense cybersecurity video now. Add a comma in the middle of all your passwords. It'll, at least if you get hacked and they download your data and dump it, the comma will mess up the text readers. Um, Obviously, there's a lot going on my screens right now. We got the Meta Strike up here. We've got the ViberDie over here. That is vibehub.io. And this is metastrike.io. You'll notice that most metaverse addresses are beginning to end in IO. There's a whole lot of Ethereum-based web addresses now, and now that the blockchain has gone live, I've even looked at transferring or additionally adding a blockchain website onto one of my domains just to kind of get a feel for it. I mean, if you don't learn to drive a car, you're stuck with a horse and buggy the rest of your life, or frickin' frack, whichever the case may be. All right, so the first thing I want to show you is I've been fooling around with a sandbox for a while now. It's one of the more popular ones in the culture because Snoop Dogg is involved with it. So is Dead Moss, the Smurfs. Uh, the list goes on and on and on. There's a lot of big names in here. A lot of institutional money is being thrown at the metaverse now, developing stuff. We've seen just Facebook, the way it creates little cliques of people. The metaverse is going to capitalize on that, and it's going to create little cliques of people where they all self-support one another, or they all go out and tear each other down. It depends on what kind of dynamic you're looking for. There's broken people in the world, a lot of them. Shoot, if you don't believe that, just attend a couple of Twitter spaces. My gosh, the attention-seeking people and the level of stupidity that I've heard over the past 2 weeks almost outweighs the benefit and the knowledge that I've gleaned. And all of the stupidity and the pandemonium and the bickering, you all know who I'm talking about. There was a small group of people that decided to pick sides that had no need or reason to even put their 2 cents in, much less pick a side and fan the fire. And then there was a small little group of people that had some personal issues that they needed to work out. And most of y'all have not even bothered to dig and look. You'd be amazed at the things you can find other than on Twitter and YouTube. There's a lot of other places that people post stuff to deal with their business, as well as a little off-the-cuff chatter. Doesn't get picked up on Twitter and YouTube unless somebody like me brings it over. I bring it over, but I just don't point a spotlight at it because I'm not here to fan the fire. I'm here to report facts and incidences because that's what I do. I'm a deep diver. So I've been deep diving for the past. Y'all take a vacation. A whole vacation I spent 15 hours a day in Twitter Spaces. So yeah, some of y'all hearing this know who I'm talking to. There have also been some fantastic ones on both sides of the fence where I learned tremendous amounts of knowledge. And there are some really great guys and gals out there. I apologize. There are some great men and women out there doing great things. When I say the word gal, I certainly don't mean it disrespectful. I'm Southern, and it's just what we say to ladies. But you know, whatever. You want me to call you a him and you a her, or a her and a him? I don't care. I will try my best to stick to your pronoun of choice. What do I care? You be you, and you do it good. as long as you love you. So look, I've been fooling around with Sandbox. I've downloaded the Sandbox game app here thing with you. It has told me today that I got to download the alpha because we've gone from beta to alpha. Even though that shit said alpha last week, we've gone to alpha this week. It has downloaded a non-named build. It looks like a rush build to me. Larry, I need that file by 6 a.m. kind of thing. Eastern Standard Time or Central? Yeah. So looks like they slapped it up pretty quick. They want you to run it as administrator. I'm gonna run it as administrator. Get you off the screen. I guess I had already clicked that. Here, get rid of you. Yeah. Just ignore that part. I had already clicked to run as administrator, and that had already happened. So we're going to click next. It's going to ask some questions. The best option for 98% of Windows-based installations is to not change any of the following screens. I don't care if you do know what you're doing. It breaks dependencies. There are exceptions to that. Sometimes when I install clandestine things, I may install them in a clandestine folder. But if you're watching this, the chances of you even knowing what that means, good God. I'm not saying anything, but some of y'all, some of the comments I've been getting on some of my channels, what? Where y'all from? Like, who raised you? The TV and a pork chop left on the damn second shelf of the refrigerator. Right beside the 12-pack. So, while I'm waiting on this, the two games up top are the two top first-person shooters that I was attracted to, because I'm a first-person shooter kind of guy. I can't help it. The one on the right up there, Metastrike, it has really got me interested. The graphics are not fantastic, but it's Generation 1, probably. And this is probably real gameplay footage and not like Sony and what's the other one? Xbox. Yeah, Microsoft Xbox and Sony. What's the Sony one called? PlayStation. That's right. Can you tell I haven't consoled in a while? They will eventually run blockchain. Both of them, as well as Nintendo and other things, will come up with blockchain. They'll even reinvent old games and run them on blockchain and claim they play better. Now, an interesting aspect of blockchain video games and metaverses and all this other stuff is this item here. This arbitrary item. We're going to call it a gun. This gun or shield upgrade or uniform or patch, you know, all the things you buy in games, potions. If you play Assassin's Creed, you might need arrows and armor, ale and stuff. Those are going to be a form of non-fungible token. Now, there are copyright infringements because somebody, I apologize, somebody was smart enough to, I'm just going to pause y'all. I'll be right back. By the way, I can't pause. I'm live. Good Lord, how can I answer that? Hey, y'all, hang on a minute. Hi, you're live with 12,000 followers. I'll call you back in a minute. 12 followers. 14, whatever. You see it's installed. So the aspect, this will be a non-fungible token, an NFT. Well, that word, I believe, has already been copyrighted. Bravo, you smart bastard. And so other games might not be able to call it an NFT. They're probably going to have to call it something else, like an exchangeable token, a non-fungible asset. You know what I mean? They're going to come up with words, things, stuff. Now, my computer has not got enough to run this game, I'm sure. Plus, I got 3 screens throwing heavy video, and I got the streaming software running, and I got another piece of software running to handle all the streams, because I'm streaming out to one. 7? Wow. I'm up to 7 live streams now. So if you're watching this, please take the time to click a like or something so I can tell that you interacted. I can see a few people, but I can't tell who you are. I mean, I can guess, depending on what platform you're on. Sandbox has really got my attention because sand is a form of cryptocurrency that I bought when it first came out, just, for fun. And whoa, it's done rather well. We'll take a look at it here in a minute while I await it to try to load. I guess it's trying to load over here, y'all. I'm just gonna kind of either back to the weapons that are gonna be NFTs, non-fungibles, and upgrades. I'll be able to loan this to you wherever you are, and you'll be able to use my gun or my weapon. And then at the preset time, it'll return back to me. Now, where that's going to be advantageous, because some of y'all have not played online games yet, depending on how many of a token or a game piece for Sandbox is called Sand. I'm sure some of you have heard of Axie Infinity, that particular cryptocurrency. I was watching a fellow named Rand Core. He's a poker player. During the pandemic, he fanned and helped ignite the bug in crypto with me. Thank you, Rand. He pretty smart fella. He does real estate, so he had a little money to throw around and play with in the beginning. And he plays poker. He got a pretty good little hand there. He walks away with some coins from the table from time to time. He kind of helped ignite my interest in it. So, if you're ever on Twitch, he's a Twitcher. He'd be twitching. I think he's twitching right now, showing off some Axie Infinity. My mouse, y'all, is going crazy because the thing here. Let's see if my man is broadcasting. Sorry. So, check him out. I'll show you his page here in a second. Okay, this is Axie Infinity up here on that screen. Oh wait, that way. I don't know which way it points for y'all, but either way, it's for me. It's there. That's my man. He's cool. Y'all check him out. And that's Axie Infinity. And I'm probably wrong, Rand. If I'm wrong, feel free to correct me. These little doohickeys, they breed. So like that little blue one on fire there and that little yellow one, they might do it in the barn, right? And then they might make that little ugly thing there with a little teeth on it. Well, guess what? That was blockchain in action. You just literally took two blockchains, they interacted, and they created a blockchain. Literally created currency. Don't even try to get me to explain that part of it. But it has value. And the value of these things, y'all, it's insanity. The value of these things. I'll show it to you here in a second. As soon as my damn mouse will come back to control. So through gameplay is how they keep you enticed. And you can see he played for a whole 19 or 30, oh shit. He played for over an hour and 7 minutes online. Now this is not what his channel is comprised of. He's like me. He does a mixed bag of stuff. You may tune in tomorrow. He might be playing poker in damn Cozumel. You might tune in next week. He might have a backpack on his back at the Bitcoin convention in Florida walking around interviewing people at their damn booths. This fella's got his finger in a lot of stuff, and that's how you do it. You think Leonardo da Vinci drew pictures? No, he did everything. He drew photo. Oh my God, amazing to study that man. He did so many things. At the time, Da Vinci would have been somebody that was studying multiple different studies. He was doing artwork. He was doing clay. He was doing this. He was writing out theorems. He was figuring out life. He was cutting up cadavers at night. I mean, wow. Okay. If you are walking down one path and you still don't have any kind of what they call a side hustle in today's world, you missing out. I ain't gonna kid you. Hey, Sandbox, I need you to come back to the surface. Thank you. And then he listens to a little music, and he normally finds a pretty interesting band to play in the background on his show. And then he shows you how the game works. He may show you how poker works. He may show you how ADA. He's an ADA man. He has a Cardino pool, rare pool. I believe it's his pool. I may or may not have a little something in there. I don't know. You should check that out as well. If you've got any Cardino laying around and you would like to farm it, stake it, whatever you want to call it. I still suggest SAFEMOON as a token to reflect. I'm sure if I was to ask him about it, he would call it a shitcoin. And that's wonderful because that's perfectly okay that people think that. I'm trying to figure out how to get him off my screen. Because he's eating up some serious bandwidth. All right. So back to the sandbox. The sandbox jumps under screen if you do stuff like I just did. Yeah, I don't know if I know my password. Sorry, something stuck to my finger and my finger's sticking to the mouse and I can't get my mouse over there. Yeah. I think that my sandbox does not like my multi-screen setup. I think it might want me to come to my primary screen to let me do it. Let's see if it at least get on the screen. Wow. Yeah, so it ain't happy about something. So we will leave Sandbox alone for now, and we will look at this verb. I won't try to download it. Oh, there's a new one out. So this one supports its own cryptocurrency, verb and verbibium. Now, it's on the ETH network primarily because it's first in line. It's just making an assumption. Ethereum is terribly expensive. I have begun to avoid most things that rely on it because of gas fees. I just have a problem with gas fees. BNB, wonderful product. Getting ready to go up, I think. It's not financial advice. This is entertainment only. Remember, this channel is not financial advice. Do your own research. This is an entertainment only channel, and things that are going on up here, and sometimes they fall out here with no solidity or you should do this behind it, because you should not do anything I say. Nothing. Not a damn thing. There. So it supports those things. I honestly don't know what. That's my dog. That was not me. What are you doing? Were you dreaming or you growled? My dog was dreaming and growled. It sounded like a giant fart. I hope the microphone picked it up. I had to turn around and see what it was. There's some pretty cool stuff here. You can see that the leaderboard's not super high. We got Matt over here. He's probably glitching. I'm kidding. You can't glitch on the blockchain, I don't think. Check them out. It's quite interesting stuff happening on this side of the world, the metaverse. Now, MetaStrike has really got me interested. It's not even out yet, right? It's still being developed. I'm not a beta tester. Hey, MetaStrike. I've been a beta tester for a whole bunch of games. I got some friends that have been beta testers too. We have never violated a confidentiality clause. If you would like to talk to us, we're down. We are down. Yeah, I was an Ingress. I was one of the first people to play Ingress. You ever heard of that? Yeah. How about Upland? I was one of the first people to play Upland. I would love to be one of the first people to play MetaStrike. Hit me up. So MetaStrike looks promising. It's got some really interesting first-person shooter. It's got a zombie mode. I know some of you love zombie modes. It's going to be free to play and free to earn. I don't know if it's going to be free to earn, but it's going to be play to earn. So I'm assuming the earlier you get into this, the better. Here's how crypto and all startup companies have had a tendency, and gaming companies, to work. The people who get in early get a little extra. Sometimes a lot extra. I bought Facebook the day it came out. God almighty, I still hold it. I bought Square the second day it came out. I wish I got it. I've done quite well on Square. So never underestimate the stock market. Tesla, done fantastic. SpaceX, fantastic. Back in the day, I had a Harley Davidson. It split. And in 4 days' time, each half was worth more than the original was. Now, yeah, that was back like in the 90s, whenever it was back. Before we sold off the farm and the trees and the machines to pick the farm trees. But that's a whole nother story. So here you go. Here's an example of the NFT box. I can't. Oh, wait, it let me open it. Hey, I don't think it let me open it the other day. So an NFT box will have things in it. You can have, oh, this one's got, this one's got a gun in it. You can fool around with a gun. You can look at it and be like, yeah, I own that gun. And then you get a gun. Well, if you own that gun, I can loan you that gun. You can loan me that gun. I can loan you that knife. Oh, yeah. So the way that things like this work is if you get some of the tokens and you hold the tokens and you don't get rid of them, they're could end up having high value, like thousands of dollars. Y'all, those Axie Infinities? Hey, Google, how much is an Axie Infinity cryptocurrency? Hey, Google, how much is an Axie Infinity cryptocurrency?
On the website crypto.com, they say, Axie Infinity's price today is 137 United States dollars and 3 cents, with a 24-hour trading volume of 435,078,107 United States dollars and 90 cents.
So
AXS is up 0.00% in the last 24 hours.
So those little blue blobs that you saw on the screen a while ago, those were graphical representations of a piece of blockchain that's worth $137 a piece. Interesting. He has them fight and have mating ritual. They make babies, and I don't really know what the fighting does, because y'all, honestly, I missed the boat. He started playing Axie Infinity, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm sorry, but I quit watching. But also, work had started back up. We kind of got busy, and I couldn't just sit around all day going like this. I wish the phone would ring, or somebody would tell me to do something. Because, you know, that pandemic thing, it really slowed me down. I'm a home tech support person for a whole bunch of things, internet security related stuff. A whole bunch of restaurants too, like 3,000 restaurants and bars, and then a whole bunch of customers. So, Metastrike, check it out. The Vibe Social, check it out. Damn, I thought I was already following. Y'all, I have noticed a whole bunch of sites I'm not following that I thought I was following on the Twitter. I don't know if when that new CEO took over today and decided you couldn't put pictures up of people you didn't have permission to before you put the picture up, I don't know how the hell that works. I think he turned off some of my followers. You better not be messing with my followers, man. I don't know where you live, but I'm sure you got a bodyguard. But I'll fly a paper airplane in there with some dirty words wrote on it. I don't know. That was a joke, by the way, Mr. Bodyguard, CIA people. Let's see. What else has happened in the world of crypto today? I don't know. All kind of shit. That damn Shiba Inu, y'all. What the hell? What's going on with it? Why did it blow up today like a bomb? Huh? Got a development with a top studio. What's a top studio? You know, in the gay porn industry, a top studio has a totally different meaning. My dog laughed. Did y'all hear that? You're so funny. My dog laughs often at the appropriate time. She's also a fan of SAFEMOON and of Shiba Inu. She loves both the products. Really, really loves. She really loves SAFEMOON. I can't get her to stop when she starts talking about it, so let's not ask her about it. Y'all, Newegg, y'all know who that is? I mean, if you're a tech person, you do. If you're a normal person, pretend it's like a store that existed before Walmart and Sam's Club, that sold computer stuff at a really good price, and still do. They are now officially going to be accepting SHIB token through BitPay. See, I'm following them still. Ain't nobody mess with my thing. I'm even following that cat. That's significant. That's called utility and usage. Utility is what gives a token, a cryptocurrency, a commodity, tangibility. Without utility, there's only hype and hopium. And hopium is a dangerous thing in social-driven multimedia. And I really hope that Gandalf recorded his podcast today because I was working. And I saw that you were doing a piece on emotionally driven financial decision making. And as with all decision making, emotions should never be a part of a decision that can have impact on your finances or freedom. Let's see what else we got. Oh, Everrise. It's a project I've been watching. They went live. They are a protocol, if you will, in blockchain, and they are interesting to say the least. They're a DeFi sector coin, and I believe they do some form of reflection. I'm still working on acquiring a little bag. 88 Pulse, this falls back to my guy Rand. He may be a part of this. They're going to have announcements and stuff, so look this up. 88 Pulse, if you're into ADA, which is Cardino. I hold a little, so I still follow. I mean, I hold some. This is pretty cool. You know, I wear a lot of Vans. Not saying a rigged contest or anything, but I would dig winning these. I would wear them like to Christmas if I got them. Oh, he's going to ship them in January. I guess I'd wear them to Valentine's Day dinner. We normally eat at home, but I'll wear them. I'll wear them if we go out. I will wear these and get photographs made of them everywhere I go. The first place will be Myrtle Beach Skywheel. How's that? How much are they? I mean, I could always order a pair. They are Vans after all. Might even have a version. Oh, I want to hold out for the version 2. Okay? But I bet you'll do a better job. Probably come up with some cool ideas. Not that those aren't tight, because they're tight. They're fire. Like you can see that I have already replied with my shoe size. Ooh, 38 people have retweeted it. I got some competition, I see. I probably need to send the Sharks too. Alright, so I tried to get away from crypto the other night, right? I stopped. I was going to watch that new the new South Park film. Y'all seen it? It's cute. Oh, I thought that was the actual film. Well, you can see it says Bitcoin only. They take Bitcoin only and other cryptocurrencies in the future because they believe in Ponzi schemes. Is the line from the little thing. I thought that was cute. Ponzi scheme. It's a Ponzi scheme. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, it's a hell of a Ponzi scheme. Hey, Google, how much is Bitcoin currently?
1 Bitcoin equals 56,000
Ponzi's got in a boat. A Ponzi fell out, but the boat, it still floats. That was a haiku. Y'all thought it was a haiku. Somebody wrote it down and sent it to me. If anybody wants to pop me a little Venmo, I'll love you. Now, you know my new favorite cryptocurrency. If anybody wants to pop me over some SAFEMOON in the form of a BEP20, soon to be a BEP95 token. That BEP95 is going to be a revolutionary game changer, boys and girls, men and women, and all of those in between. I don't think I got anything else for you people. I don't have any more tabs open with show them this. Now, there's a lot of people that say this Earth 2 thing is a scam. Is it? I don't know. Hell, I'm trying to vet these things. Who knew that Squid Game was a scam? Oh, I did. I didn't even watch Squid Game. How many people can say that? They did not watch a single. I've not even seen more than the trailer, and I didn't even finish that. I mean, if I want to put on a mask, I'm going to put on a Guy Fawkes mask. One of them hanging. Oh, there's several hanging over there. There aren't any more over there. There's just the one. Yeah, about that. So I never, I what, yeah, it didn't do nothing for me. All right, so I don't know if y'all visit the coin market cap or not, but you probably should because you can come here and let's see, did I get anything? I can't tell if I got any airdrops or not. They have these things called airdrops, and an airdrop is when somebody gives you something free. Somebody gave me 250 Fox tokens. Those suckers are 95 cents a piece the last time I checked. Every now and then I log in and check. I'm guessing I didn't get any of these airdrops since I didn't get any notice that I had got any change. Oh well. But if you click cryptocurrencies here and you go to gainers and losers, you can see the top losers and the top gainers. And you can see that looks like Metacat had a significant loss. And it looks like a little gay pride coin. Surf Moon. Look, they're trying to copy the word moon for dummies that don't know no better. You notice there are a lot of metaverse type coins in here. Metaland, Stake Moon, Mobox, Etherland. I think Real Key, P Token, RX, Looney, Metamon. What the hell is that? So there's a whole lot of cryptocurrencies that are based on the metaverse. I strongly recommend, in my mind, in an entertainment only fashion, looking into putting a small amount of money into the metaverse sector. Don't forget to click the blue diamond, create you an account. Every day you click the diamond, you get your diamonds, and they build up. And you can tell that I have just started clicking the blue diamond. I saw that stupid blue diamond up there, y'all. I never knew what it was. I never dug any deeper, and then I don't know if it was a Twitter or, whatever. But something happened, and I checked it out. Well, I'm going to go buy me some Chromoon. I don't know what it is, but it has... Actually, I'm not going to buy it. It's up too high for today. But I'm going to investigate it. That's a whole lot of zeros, so a little bit of zeros will get a whole lot of zeros. And what the hell? You just put it in your folder and you hang on to it, right? We'll talk about swapping later because you're going to need to know how to swap. If anybody wants to get any SAFEMOON, it does require a Binance Smart Chain BEP20 token to be moved over and then converted. You can do that in Trust Wallet, but I would truly recommend you do it inside of the SafeMoon wallet that's available on Apple and Android. And SafeMoon gives you reflections. It's the coin that I'm the highest on right now. Every time somebody does a trade, all holders get a portion of a 5% pool of reflections. So what that means is they charge 10% of every transaction they do or move or almost. There's going to be whitelisted accounts, but that's not my concern. So they take 10% of almost every transaction, and 5% of that goes to the company, and 5% goes into a liquidity pool, and that liquidity pool is divided amongst all holders of SafeMoon at the time of the transaction, or within a reasonable amount of round time. Sometimes, it depends on the database structure, hour, 4 hours, everything has a time. That's an interesting aspect because it allows your reflections to grow. And you can go to safemoon.net and look it up. They also have, They also have safemoon.education. You can go and watch approved promotional and otherwise educational videos to learn about the product. Now, there's a fella named AJ on YouTube. I like him. He's positive. He lives in Charlotte, North Carolina. He's a cool cat. He has a good attitude. You should probably check him out. And whatever my friends have got to say must be important. So I'm going to grab that. Thank you for watching. I love you. If you can see this as a member of the human race, I do indeed love you. Thanks for watching. Be the change you want to see in the world. If you see somebody hurting, let them know you want to listen to what they got to say. Don't say anything while they're telling you the stuff they're telling you, and don't tell anybody else what they tell you. Just try to love others. Have a good night, y'all. Thanks. Hello. I had to end my podcast because you were calling me back.
You can always hit no.
Huh?
You can always hit the red button.
I know. It's okay.